Hello, my dear students. Once again, I welcome you all to this S5BSc online lecture. In the last lecture, we studied about Freundlich adsorption isotherm. So, as we discussed in the previous lecture, there are two types of adsorption isotherms we discussed. That is, one is Freundlich adsorption isotherm and second is Langmuir's adsorption isotherm. Now, in this lecture, we are going to study on Langmuir adsorption isotherm. In 1916, the scientist Langmuir put forward an adsorption isotherm that is called as Langmuir adsorption isotherm. He derived the Langmuir adsorption isotherm on the basis of his postulates. Initially, he suggested some postulates. On the basis of the postulates, he derived an adsorption, a mathematical equation. From that, we can say that there is relation between the gas of which is adsorbed by an adsorbent with respect to the pressure. So, likewise, there is relation is given by the scientist Langmuir, that is known as Langmuir adsorption isotherm. Before deriving, we have to study about the postulates. Write the postulates of Langmuir adsorption isotherm. Postulates of Langmuir adsorption isotherm. Number one, very simple postulates are there. That is, as we know that suppose there is a gas molecule, if it is adsorbed on a solid surface, there must be a certain space which is available for a molecule, that is gas molecule, which are going to be adsorbed. That the surface of a solid, the surface of a solid made up of elementary spaces, and each space could adsorb one gas molecule. Means it is stated that suppose a solid adsorbent is there, which we are going to discuss on Langmuir adsorption isotherm. That is, gas molecule is going to be adsorbed on solid surface, in which each solid surface it must have each elementary space. From that, each space can adsorb the one gas molecule. Second one, all the elementary spaces are identical. All the elementary spaces are identical in their affinity for gas molecule. Next, due to thermal energy by the molecules, some adsorbed gas molecule are detached. This is very important postulate, are detached and pass into gas phase. What it explains very simple. This is very important postulate. Due to the thermal energy by the molecules, some adsorbed gas molecules are detached. For example, I will explain you. Suppose this is surface. This is surface of the solid molecule. This is surface. Let us consider this is surface. It is surface. If some gas molecules are adsorbed here, if gas molecules are adsorbed here, you are getting my point. If some more gas molecules are adsorbed here, what happens? Between the gas and gas molecule here, between the gas and gas molecule, there crowding will be there. Crowding means there is thermal energy is created. Due to the thermal energy, some of the gas molecules are evaporated. You are getting my point. Some of the gas molecules are detached. Detached means as like they are adsorbed, they may be detached. Because of what? Because of the crowding, because of the thermal energy. This is the detachment. This is called as detachment. As the molecules are adsorbed, likewise, adsorbed means they are condensed. Detached means they are evaporated. Means they can be removed from the surface. They are detached. Removed from the surface is known as detachment. So that due to the thermal energy of the molecules, some adsorbed gas molecules are detached and pass into the gas phase. Okay. Next write on. You can say at equilibrium, this is very important. At equilibrium, the rate of condensation equal to rate of evaporation. Now, what is rate of condensation equal to rate of evaporation? As I told you, suppose this is the surface of a gas solid. Here the gas molecules are attached. Attachment means nothing but they are condensing. Attachment they are nothing but the condensing means they are adsorbing. This is the rate of adsorption, rate of condensation. Likewise, due to the thermal energy, due to the crowding, some molecules are going to be detached. Here attachment is there, here it is some are detachment. Detachment is nothing but the evaporation. It means that we can say here, suppose here it is the surface of the gas molecules. This is surface is there. Some gas molecules are getting from the adsorbing, means they are condensing. Due to the more crowding of the gas molecules, some molecules are also to be detachment is there, means they are evaporated. This is assumption, means at equilibrium means there is a rate of evaporation, rate of adsorption is also rate of the detachment, means rate of condensation equal to the rate of evaporation at the equilibrium. And one more, that is we can say here postulate the adsorbed gas molecule are dissociated, means they can be detached. So these are the very important postulates of Langmuir's adsorption. On the basis of these postulates, there is a derivation, means derived an adsorption, that is mathematical expression for the Langmuir's adsorption we can see here. What are the postulates? Postulates are very simple. Surface of solid made up of elementary space and each could adsorb one gas molecules, means any solid surface it has spaces, identical spaces are there. From that to that place, each and every gas molecules, one gas molecule can be adsorbed. Second, elementary spaces are identical. On solid surface, each elemental spaces are identical. Third one, very important, due to the thermal energy, some of the adsorbed gas molecules, they can be detached or they can be evaporated. At the equilibrium, rate of condensation is nothing but the rate of adsorption. Very simple, we have to understand the concept here. What is the rate of condensation means? Rate of condensation is nothing but the here rate of the adsorption. Means this surface is there, one molecule they get adsorbed, another molecule they get adsorbed, means they are getting to be condensed. And rate of evaporation is nothing but the molecules get detachment is there, means molecule can be detached, that is molecules can be evaporated. That is rate of condensation equal to the rate of evaporation at the equilibrium. So these are the very important postulates. On the basis of these postulates, we have to derive an expression. Let me go for the mathematical expression of Langmuir's adsorption. Let me see here how the Langmuir's adsorption, the mathematical expression for Langmuir's adsorption is derived. Let's see. Suppose, as we discussed, this is a surface. Let us consider this is a surface area. Okay, where the molecules can be adsorbed, where the molecules can be detached. Let me consider. Suppose at any instant, suppose at any instant, a fraction, that is theta of fraction of, that is adsorbent surface, occupied by the gas molecule, occupied by the adsorbed molecule. Then 1 minus theta of the surface is free. Now let us consider how we have to explain. Suppose this is a surface. One unit area surface is there. One unit area means 1 centimeter, 1 square centimeter. This is here. Suppose this is a fraction of theta. Means here this is one molecules can be here area. It can be adsorbed. This is 1 square centimeter area is there. Okay. This much of area is 1 square centimeter area is. One molecule is here, it is adsorbed. Let us consider this is one fraction of theta molecule. This is occupied. Let me consider here occupied fraction. This is occupied fraction. How much? Theta. Theta is occupied. Now whole area is 1 centimeter. Whole area is 1 centimeter. Okay. Now this much of area is occupied by the molecule. That is how much at any instant kutla time la kiti occupied hai? That is fraction of theta. This is the area is occupied. Now what is the remaining? This is 1 minus theta, which is to be unoccupied. The area which is total area is 1 minus unoccupied fraction. How much? 1 minus theta. You are getting my point. Here if it is, this is a whole area is 1 square centimeter. If theta is occupied, how much is remaining? 1 minus theta, which is unoccupied. And this is the surface area. What is this? What is this adsorbent? Now on the basis of these assumptions, we have to consider. Now let us consider. Now see, this is the area of surface area. Here one molecule, this is a one fraction of theta which is occupied. If this is occupied and one more is occupied and remaining is 1 minus theta, means some molecules they get adsorbed and some molecules they get detachments. At where? At equilibrium. Means some molecules, suppose here one molecule is attached. If there is a space available for this next molecule, only that can be available for adsorbing. So we can write here the rate of condensation, means the rate of condensation is directly proportional to pressure as well as the unoccupied fraction. Pressure directly proportional to pressure and unoccupied fraction. So mathematically we can write here the rate of condensation directly proportional. What is the pressure? Pressure P. And what is unoccupied area? 1 minus theta. So this can be right. Here we can write rate of condensation. This is very important. Rate of condensation directly proportional to, or if you put it, remove the proportionality constant, K1 P 1 minus theta. What is K? Here we are K1 equal to proportionality constant. Proportionality constant. Getting my point? This is for say this is the equation number 1. Say this is equation number 1. How it is determined? Rate of condensation, nothing but the rate of adsorption. Rate of adsorption is how it is very important. The rate can be available only how much space which is free for adsorbing, that is 1 minus theta is there. So, therefore, rate of condensation equal to K1 pressure into 1 minus theta. Now, let me consider rate of evaporation. Here rate of evaporation is directly proportional to the theta, where we can write rate of evaporation equal to K2 theta, says the equation number 2. If we remove the here, what is K2? Where K2 is the proportionality constant, also the proportionality constant. This is here it is rate of condensation, that is rate of evaporation. Here we can say rate of evaporation is K2 theta, at K2 is the proportionality constant. Now, let us consider at equilibrium. At equilibrium, what happens? At equilibrium, as we know, what is equilibrium? Equation number 1 and equation number 2. At equilibrium, rate of condensation equal to rate of evaporation. Rate of condensation equal to rate of evaporation. So, we can write from equation number 1 and 2, we can write from equation number 1 and 2. What is equation number 1 and what is the rate of condensation? What is the rate of evaporation? Here we can write K1 P1 minus theta is the rate of condensation equal to what is the rate of evaporation? K2 theta. Now, you simplify it. So, what you will get it? K1 P minus K1 P theta equal to K2 theta. Okay. Now, again you represent it, simplify it, K1 P, if you take it right side. So, K1 P theta plus K2 theta. So, take theta equal to theta, you have to substitute the value of theta equal to K1 P. If you find the theta value K1 P, if you take the common value, you will get it here theta after getting. So, K1 P plus K2. You are getting my point? No. I will simplify it. First, you take here theta as a common. K1 P K2. या दोन्ही मधून theta common काढा. What you will get it? You will get K1 P plus K2. Okay. Very simple. Now, you have to take the value of theta. Now, write theta equal to K1 P upon K1 P plus K2. Say as the equation number 3. Say as the equation number 3. Okay. Now, let us consider. Now, the amount of gas adsorbed, the amount of gas adsorbed per unit mass of the adsorbent, per unit mass of the adsorbent. How much? That is x upon m. Already we studied in the Freundlich. What is x upon m is directly proportional to the theta, that is fraction of space available. So, here we can write x upon m equal to k into theta. See, one more proportionality constant. Here what is k? Where k equal to proportionality constant. K equal to proportionality constant. Now, see, x upon m equal to k into theta, that is fraction theta. We have the value of theta. Okay. Now substitute the value of theta, that is equation number 3. What is this? Is equation number 3 and equation number 4. Equation number 3, substitute equation number 3, okay, in 4. We get what we get. Now write here the value we get, x upon m. Now just substitute the value of k theta. So a k as it is, this is a 1k, k1 p upon k1 p plus k2. This is the theta value. See, as it is I written, x upon m is as it is, only the k as it is, theta value is already equation number 3 we have it. Now simplify it. What you will get it? You will get simple k1 multiplication upon k1 p plus k2 as it is. Okay. Now you have to take it simplification. K, here we can write k1 upon, divide it k2 p upon k1 k2 p plus 1, means k1 p, this is divided by 1, this is divided by 1. Okay. So what you will get it? So we get finally, after simplifying this equation, x upon m equal to a p upon b p plus 1. Here we can write here, since instead of writing k1 k2 k1 upon k2, here simply, since k1 upon k2 equal to a and k1 upon k2 equal to b. Is it okay? Instead of writing k1 upon k2, what I did, only write a. K1 upon k2, what I write here, only b. So this is x upon m ap upon bp plus 1, since k1 upon k2 equal to a, k1 upon k2 equal to b. So this is the equation. This is the equation number 5, known as equation number 5. Equation number 5 known as or represents Langmuir adsorption. Langmuir adsorption. Langmuir adsorption. We have, now we can see what we have to do. Divide equation number 5. This is equation number 5 with pressure. Divide equation number 5 with pressure P and take reciprocal. Divide equation number 5 by pressure P and take reciprocal. Take reciprocal. We have and we get. What we get? Divide it by pressure and take reciprocal. So what we get it? We get P upon x upon m equal to B upon A pressure plus 1 upon A. This is after divide with the pressure P and taking reciprocal. This is known as the equation. We get it is similar to y equal to mx plus c, that is straight line equation. Now what we have to do it? Plot a graph. Now plot a graph. Now plot a graph of which is represents y equal to mx plus c. This is on y axis, P upon x upon m on y axis. On x axis, that is pressure P, and intercept. What is the intercept? 1 upon A. Intercept equal to 1 upon A, and what is the slope? Slope equal to B upon A. This is the slope. B upon A is the slope, which represent a straight line equation, which represent the straight line equation. Means what? Langmuir adsorption, the equation number 5 represents the Langmuir adsorption. Means Langmuir adsorption is a, we have the practical value in which the space available for the adsorption, the space available for the adsorption with respect to the pressure is given. So, this is known as the Langmuir adsorption isotherm. So, with this I hope you all are understand. With this the Langmuir adsorption is over. In the next lecture we will see some more important concepts regarding the surface chemistry. Thank you for watching this video.